So in life and filmmaking, there are a few things that are definitely a no-no when it comes to doing a reboot of a franchise, and many will tell you that you never want to retread the same grounds you've covered before. Now, of course, this is exactly what Sony did with The Amazing Spider-Man to get themselves in the predicament that they were in, with fans just growing tired and sick of the same exact thing that happened in the Sam Raimi movies, pretty much beat for beat, just a little bit darker, being redone in The Amazing Spider-Man, which of course led us to the brand new Spider-Man Homecoming as part of the MCU reboot, which of course is going to try to tell us stories that we've never seen with Spider-Man. Now, many of these are probably going to consist of new villains appearing and old villains definitely not appearing anymore. And one such casualty, maybe victory, depending on how you look at this character, is going to be the Green Goblin. Now, of course, Green Goblin was the first villain in Spider-Man 1 by Sam Raimi, and then there was another version of a Goblin in Spider-Man 3. And then comes The Amazing Spider-Man 2. There was a third version of the Goblin, and this one was handled differently when it comes to how he became the Goblin, dealing with spider-goblin aids and various other things that I don't want to get into, because this is going to turn into a rant video, and I definitely don't want that. Well, okay, yes I do, but I don't want to do it right here. I really don't. Stupid Sony. Before a second, let me just say, why was Norman's head in a jar, Sony? Why was it in a jar? Why? Why are you so fucking stupid? Why? Anyway, let's just say how it is. Green Goblin is a dead brand. Honestly, I don't think I even want the Green Goblin in this film series ever. I would rather take Demi-Goblin, a new Goblin, Hobgoblin, anything. Mystery Goblin, meld Mysterio and Goblin if you want. You could probably tell a cool story with it or something. I don't know. All I know is I don't want the same Green Goblin story ever retold again. Now granted, in the MCU there's cool ways you could do it. I'll talk about that later, but let's just talk about it. We're at least getting fresh villains. We're going to get the Vulture, which they tried in Spider-Man 4. So recently, getting to actually sit down and people from Sony getting to talk about the future of Spider-Man, they specifically talk about the Green Goblin, and this is what they had to say. We want to tread lightly with what's been done in past films as far as the Osborns and things like that. So I don't think we're going directly down that route. We figured, honestly, if there was a way to do this movie without mentioning anyone who has been in past films, with the exceptions of staples like Flash Thompson and Aunt May, then that might be a good thing to do. So honestly, I think they get it, but they sort of don't get it. There should be things that are mentioned from previous movies. Like Oscorp should be there. That's a, huge plot point stuff, but you don't have to mention that, he's going to be the Green Goblin or something. Maybe Oscorp is actually good. How about that? How about they retell the story and make Norman Osborn a completely different character? Stick to his characteristics, but you can make him a sort of a good guy that wants to help out. And down the road, if you change your mind, then you've had this dude in there forever, I think that could be cool, but honestly, at this point, I'm glad. I don't want to see anybody that we've ever seen before, with the exception of Dr. Octopus, if they could pull it off even closely as good as they did in Spider-Man 2, and of course Venom. I think Venom needs a shot, because, well, what happened to him was a travesty, and what's going to happen to him under Avi Arad's beady little fucking grubby fingers is going to be a travesty, but it's okay. We could probably get a good Venom from the MCU. But hey, no more Green Goblin. You guys let me know your thoughts on it.